This is more than a program. It's a movement.
Power to Youth seeks to emphasize the importance of the youth voice in matters that affect them, and more so adolescent girls and women.
A movement for dignity, for equality, and for justice. There is power in every village, every meeting, every voice. This is the story of Power to Youth, a bold, youth-led movement spanning 7 countries. At its heart, Power to Youth is built on 4 key pathways. In every country, these pathways have not only inspired leadership, but also created real transformation. In Ethiopia, where harmful practices like child marriage and female genital mutilation, FGM, are deeply rooted, Power to Youth found an unexpected ally: faith.
Ethiopia has been able to work very closely with religious education. We know these religious leaders have been able to develop guidelines that talk about harmful practices, early child marriage, gender-based violence.
Timurti baritto barta fada hai fade wam shabatal gana baritto barta fada I fade dana tam waxa fana baritto aban fada inni hidisugee mikadu ebe adhe eddi amuru likakayaaen fada kaadu
yo gogo sahtani min harso adina anu dubuku dini xaagid labaksugo adi sarra baritto kaggehi baritto kagge maxay amref yani handridito yo xuyuy yo xansitanad kaadu atu barsehtan hitan ummatay atu wala lisay kulli hna blayeen yo lihikeni kulli kabal hadiyo la xulleeyhi aada kaka yo hab tahtani miye xatiyo take hugudka ka dhacimi yo gogo santo maraya.
In Malawi, youth didn't wait for change. They built it. They advocated for and helped construct new health centers and youth-friendly clinics.
Believe in power given to the young women and adolescent girls to ensure that they meaningfully take part in, making decisions around issues that deal with harmful practices, but also unintended pregnancies and also sexual gender-based violence that we are trying to tackle within the community.
It's an achievement for this area to say that our party youth has done a good work to make sure that we have done something good to bring back those children back to school.
Men Engage sessions brought men into the fight for gender equality.
We have structures like Men Engage, where male, talk about issues that affect women. At the end of the day, if you want to strengthen the young girl or a woman, you also need allies of men.
Legal clinics helped protect girls and youth track the promises of their leaders, holding power accountable. In Ghana, inclusion was the mission. Through the Youth Talk initiative, adolescent girls, persons with disabilities, and marginalized youth took their place in local governance.
Let me introduce you to Youth Talk, an inclusive community for young people to come together and collaborate with adults and create an inclusive society where everyone will be treated with respect and dignity.
We are developing them for leadership opportunities in future. And if as a community, we have these platforms for them, it means that going forward, we are guaranteed of good leadership.
We've seen young people who've worked with Power to Youth in Ghana being included in decision making. We've seen young women being selected as queen mother who make decisions within these communities, which is quite commendable.
With government support, the National Youth Policy was reinforced, putting youth at the heart of decision making. In Kenya, change started with conversations. Community dialogues tackled harmful practices head-on, from child marriage to FGM.
Tuko na cases kama saizi ya hii mwaka tumerekodi cases 13. Na hizo zote zimeripotiwa na hao vijana ambao wameweza kufunzwa na huu mradi wa Power to Youth. Cases zingine ziko kotini, wengine hata wameshashikwa. Na dhuru tena tu mradi wa Power to Youth kuna wasichana 20 wamekuwa rescued.
According to the latest report by the Ministry of Health, female genital mutilation statistics are at 15% at the national level from a high of 21% in the past 10 years.
Sisi tulikuwa najua kwamba uongozi ni ya watu wazetu. Lakini sasa hivi tumepata uwezo kwamba mimi kama youth nina uwezo wa kuamka na kusema kwamba nina uwezo wa kuongoza hii jamii yangu na hii eneo la Kimani na Loitoktok kwa ujumla.
And this youth volunteer to come in and educate the community on laws that exist. They educate the community on public participation and how to ensure that their issues are taken in by state actors.
In Senegal, youth stepped boldly into politics. From community hearings to local councils, they claimed spaces once reserved for elders.
I can't stop thinking and even bragging a little bit about Senegal, because that is where we've seen young people taking spaces in the political arena.
Across 12 districts, open dialogues between adults and adolescents reshaped how communities see and support young voices. In Uganda, youth became advocates across borders. Supported by Power to Youth, they championed the cross-border FGM bill.
The FGM bill is currently being discussed, bordering the East African countries, and Uganda has really played a very central role in this. They work with different communities within Kenya, within Uganda, which is quite recommendable.
They also secured youth seats at the National Adolescent Health Committee, influencing Uganda's future from the inside. In Indonesia, youth turned art into advocacy. Through comics and creative storytelling, they raised awareness on gender-based violence and early marriage. And in partnership with government, relationship, sex and health education was integrated into 395 schools, empowering students to make informed choices.
Kami juga mengakui pemerintah mulai membuka ruang aspirasi dan partisipasi orang muda, komunitas, dan organisasi masyarakat sipil lainnya dalam melakukan kampanye, edukasi, serta peningkatan kapasitas tentang pemenuhan hak kesehatan seksual dan reproduksi, pencegahan perkawinan anak, dan pencegahan kekerasan berbasis gender dan seksual.
And we've influenced over 70 policies, some at national level, some at district level, some at regional level. So there's quite a lot of impact that we've seen.
From the young girls of Ethiopia who choose school instead of being married off, to the lake shores of Malawi, where young people come together to build hospitals. From the youth parliaments of Ghana and Kenya, and community forums of Senegal and Uganda, to the school halls of Indonesia. Through advocacy, gender justice, and civic engagement, youth are not just part of the conversation, they are leading it.